Betrayal. Betrayal has been around us since the dawn of time. When Reiner was found out to be the armor titan, when Griffin turned evil in Berserk. There's been many iconic moments of betrayal, and they hit pretty hard. But what happens when it happens to you, for even the most smallest thing possible? Well, this guy found out pretty hard, and you may be wondering, what was it for? What was it all for in the end? Well, I can tell you right now, it was probably worse than any betrayal you've ever heard of. Ford employee fired after 11 years for stealing cookie he'd actually paid for. You know news is slow when this is a topic, but we're going to talk about it anyway because cookies are a big deal. So, a Ford employee says he lost his job after being accused of stealing a $1.95 cookie, only for the company to later realize he'd actually paid for it. Plot twist, big M. Night Shyamalan plot twist going on. He did actually pay for the cookie. 60-year-old Kurt Croman had worked at Ford's Kentucky truck plant for 11 years, but told Shifting Gears he was fired after the company believed security footage showed him taking a cookie from the break room without paying. Crum, who is diabetic, says he bought the cookie during an overnight shift after his blood sugar dropped and when he first self-checkout appeared to reject his debit card. He used a second kiosk before heading back to work. So already they were scanning the area, they were analyzing every single movement he was doing near that kiosk, and when he moved to that second kiosk because the first one wasn't working, they were all like, ooh, he must be stealing. Fire him immediately for that $2 cookie. And I get it, you know. They gotta follow procedures, otherwise people would just keep stealing. It's about the principle, not the $2 cookie. Many companies do that, so... They got you on video stealing a cookie, Crum said a union representative told him before adding, I've earned over $200,000 last year. Why would I steal? I spent $1,200 last year in a canteen mainly on Diet Cookies. Cokes. Diet Cookies? Those are probably a thing, right? The 60-year-old said he was stunned by the accusation and later checked his bank record where he found a $1.95 charge matching the purchase. So he had the receipts. He did not steal it. There was no reason for him to steal it, but they jumped the gun pretty hard. Again, it's not about the cookie, it's about the message. Like when you steal your little brother's cookie, even though you really wanted it, the last cookie in the jar, sometimes it's about the principle, not the message. I'm thinking this is the way my career at Ford Motor is going to end. He continued, first you tell me I'm a thief and then you tell me I'm a liar for saying I didn't steal. After Crum submitted screenshots of the transaction, Ford confirmed the payment with the company that operates the break room kiosk and conceded that he had bought the cookie properly. The manufacturer later offered his job back and agreed to provide back pay for the time he spent out of work, but he chose to take a new job elsewhere. So this is some kind of Judas level kind of betrayal going on here. Sosuke Aizen can't even compare. He worked with these people for 11 years and they fired him over a cookie. And just like that one episode of Clone Wars where Ahsoka is wrongfully accused, she passes her wrongfully accusedness, you know, clears her name, and then everybody in the Jedi Council is all like, oh bro, this was just your test, man, and you passed it. Congrats, here's your job back, and I guess we're pretty cool, right? So he did the right decision by leaving. If they're going to fire him for a cookie, it pretty much killed any betrayal he had, any trust he had for them. And, well, yeah, this was probably the ultimate betrayal of all time, and it was for a cookie. They don't even specify which cookie. It could have been chocolate chip, could have been oatmeal raisin, could have been anything, but they decided they're fire him there just for that. Almost feels like he was targeted for this, but maybe I'm reading too much into it. The ultimate betrayal of 11 years down the drain just for a cookie. But yeah, that's about it. Take care.